Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I want to dive into something that has been a game changer for many successful people throughout history. Something that you can use right now to change your life. That thing is visualization. You see, our minds are incredibly powerful, and one of the most impactful tools we have at our disposal is the ability to see our success before it even happens. This is called visualization, the practice of vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals, experiencing your dreams, and living the life you've always wanted. But why is visualization so powerful? Well, when you create a clear and compelling mental picture of what you want to achieve, you activate the part of your brain that drives action. It's like a roadmap, guiding your thoughts and actions toward your desired outcome. Whether you're preparing for a big presentation, a career change, or even running a marathon, visualizing success helps your brain understand and internalize the path you need to take to get there. Let's take a moment and think about a high-profile athlete, Michael Phelps, one of the greatest Olympians of all time. For each race, Phelps would spend countless hours mentally rehearsing every single detail of his performance. One more time with slight speed adjustment. Before each race, Phelps would spend countless hours mentally rehearsing every single detail of his performance. He would visualize himself swimming in perfect form, breaking records, and winning gold. Not only would he visualize the perfect race, but he would also mentally prepare himself for every obstacle that might come his way, like dealing with nerves or distractions. It's not just about daydreaming, it's about programming your mind for success and setting it in motion. This isn't a theory or a motivational idea. It's something that top performers, athletes, and entrepreneurs have used for decades. The more you practice visualization, the more likely your brain is to focus on the steps and actions required to turn that mental image into reality. But how exactly do you visualize success? The first step is to create a vivid, clear picture of what success looks like. Looks like for you. This is the fun part, but it's also the most important. If you're not clear about your goals, your mind can't help you reach them. Let me share an example from Jim Carrey, the famous actor and comedian. Early in his career, Carrey faced countless rejections and challenges, but he never, in fact, he practiced visualization in a way that would seem almost unbelievable to some people. At the time, Carrey had no real career prospects, but he wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He carried this check in his wallet and visualized receiving this amount for a role. In 1994, Jim Carrey was offered a role in the movie Dumb and Dumber for exactly $10 million, just like the check he had written for himself years earlier. This was a true example of vision becoming reality. It wasn't magic. It was the power of having a clear mental picture, putting in the work, and aligning his efforts with his dreams. This is what I want you to understand. Clarity is the foundation of effective visualization. It's not enough to simply imagine that you're successful. You need to be specific. Ask yourself, what does success look like for you? What does it feel like? What does your environment look like? Who is around you? What are you wearing? How do you feel as you walk through your day? These are the kinds of details that make visualization effective. Take a moment right now and think about your own life. Imagine the life you want to live. What do you see? Who are you? What are you doing? How do you feel? The clearer and more detailed your mental image, the more powerful the visualization becomes. Visualization isn't just about seeing yourself succeed. It's also about preparing yourself mentally for the challenges you'll face on the way. Think of it as mental rehearsal for obstacles, roadblocks, and setbacks. After all, success rarely comes without its share of difficulties. Let me give you an example from Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx and one of the youngest self-made female billionaires in history. Blakely didn't come from a wealthy background, nor did she have any formal training in fashion. She faced countless rejections and challenges on her journey to building Spanx, but she didn't let them stop her. One of the practices that Blakely swears by is visualization. But she doesn't just visualize success, she also visualizes how she will overcome obstacles. She visualizes her future self being resilient in the face of rejection, handling difficult situations with grace, and finding creative solutions to problems. When Blakely was struggling to get her product into stores, she visualized herself walking into meetings, making a pitch, and seeing people say yes to her product. She also visualized herself dealing with the inevitable no's and not allowing them to stop her. She didn't just visualize the end result. She visualized the whole journey, including the ups and downs. And today, Spanx is a household name. But that success didn't happen by accident. It happened because Blakely used the power of visualization to not only see where she wanted to go, but also to prepare herself for the challenges ahead. The power of visualization lies in its ability to create clarity, focus, and mental preparation for success. It is a tool that successful people like Michael Phelps, Jim Carrey, and Sarah Blakely have used to help turn their dreams into reality. It's not just about dreaming. It's about seeing the path ahead clearly, emotionally connecting to it, and then aligning your actions to make it happen. When you begin to visualize your success in vivid detail, you align your mind and body with your future. You begin to make decisions that bring you closer to that vision, and you overcome challenges with resilience because you've already mentally prepared for them. So I encourage you to try visualization for yourself. Visualize your success, see it clearly, and watch how it begins to shape your journey. Let me take you deeper into the concept of visualizing success. Visualization is more than just imagining success once and waiting for it to happen. The real power of visualization lies in consistency and the practice of using it daily to keep your goals front and center in your mind. Think about the most successful people in the world. Whether they're athletes, entrepreneurs, or even politicians, they don't just visualize their success once in a while. They make it a part of their routine. They integrate it into their daily habits, rituals, and mindset. This is how they stay driven, focused, and aligned with their long-term goals. Take Kobe Bryant, the legendary basketball player. Before every game, he would sit quietly for a few moments, closing his eyes and visualizing his performance. He'd imagine every play, every move, and the perfect execution of his skills. He wouldn't just think about making the shot. He'd imagine the ball leaving his hands, hitting the net, and feeling that surge of accomplishment. Then, he'd visualize the next move, the next play, and the next opportunity to improve. Bryant once said, "The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win." This mindset of visualization was one of the driving forces behind his 5 NBA championships. Visualization, for him, was not a one-time exercise. It was a continuous, ongoing process. Now, I want you to consider this for your own life. How can you integrate visualization into your daily routine? One great way to do this is through morning visualization. Start your day by sitting in a quiet space, closing your eyes, and imagining the day ahead. See yourself succeeding in your tasks, handling challenges gracefully, and reaching small milestones. As you visualize your success each morning, you're programming your subconscious mind to focus on positive outcomes, growth, and progress. You'll never believe it. I got accepted into the art program. But I am nervous about moving so far away from home. It hurts to think about leaving everyone behind. But I do feel so alive when I create. I just know this is what I'm meant to do, to take the necessary actions to turn your dreams into reality. Now, we've spoken about how to visualize your success and how that vision can serve as a motivating force to keep you moving forward. But I want to address a common misconception: failure. Some people shy away from visualization because they fear they won't be able to handle failure. They believe that visualizing success will set them up for disappointment if things don't go as planned. But what if I told you that failure is actually part of the process? In fact, it's an essential part of visualization. True success isn't defined by avoiding failure. It's defined by how you respond to it. When you visualize success, don't forget to also visualize the setbacks and obstacles along the way. Because let's be real, success doesn't come without challenges. Just like Sarah Blakely and Jim Carrey visualized the no's and rejections that would come their way, you need to visualize yourself overcoming adversity. Take Thomas Edison, for example. Edison is known for inventing the light bulb, but what's not as well known is how many times he failed before getting it right. He once famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Now imagine if Edison had given up after his first, or his 10th, or his 1,000th failure. We might still be sitting in the dark, literally. The key to Edison's success wasn't just about seeing the light bulb in his mind's eye. It was about seeing the failures too, and understanding that they were all a part of the bigger picture. The same goes for you. When you visualize success, you need to prepare your mind to accept that failure is just a stepping stone. Don't see it as something that derails your progress, but as a learning experience that brings you closer to your goals. To wrap it up, visualization is more than just a mental exercise. It's a powerful tool that can guide you to your goals, provide clarity, and fuel your drive for success. Whether you're an athlete, entrepreneur, or someone with big dreams, visualization has the potential to shape your future in ways you can't even imagine yet. But it's not just about the final image of success. It's about the journey, the process, and the setbacks you'll overcome. The clarity you gain through visualization helps you stay focused on your path, and the consistent practice of visualization each day keeps you aligned with your goals. You must also remember to visualize the obstacles and challenges that will arise. Don't be afraid of failure. Instead, embrace it as part of your journey. The more you visualize yourself overcoming those failures, the more resilient you'll become when you face them in real life. So, as you leave here today, I challenge you to practice daily visualization. Picture your success, both the achievements and the challenges. See yourself not just reaching your goals, but thriving in the face of difficulty. The clearer and more focused your vision, the more likely you are to bring it to life. And as you begin to see that vision manifest, you'll realize that the future you once dreamed of is already in the making. Every time you close your eyes and visualize your success,